I don't know what's gonna happen. I've never done this before. Who knows? That's not too shabby.
What's up, Sunday Night Meets fam? This is Dustin. We are back in Colorado Springs at Eddie Sound. If you've been paying any attention whatsoever on our page over the last couple months, you have definitely seen some bomb photos come out of Eddie Sound. Today we're here because we're starting a brand new series that is yet to be named, so if you have ideas, let us know. That's going to feature members of the Sunday Night Meets community. And today we're starting with our man Russell Klimas. You've seen him on Instagram, Light and Lens. His light painting is insane. He's actually teaching a light painting workshop today. We're going to follow him around. We're going to learn more about Russell, how he light paints, and why it's such a cool form of photography. So stick around, follow along. We're going to be following Russell. It's going to be sweet. Here we go.
Hey, what is up, my gentle people? My name is Russell Klimas, and I am based out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. You can check me out on Instagram at Light and Lens. I also have a website, lightandlens.com, and then if you want to just look me up on YouTube, you can just put in Russell Klimas, and I'll show up all over the place. So, I didn't really get into light painting until a few years ago, and even that was kind of just happenstance. I didn't even mean to get into it. I was looking at how to shoot stuff with fire and still trying to figure out what I loved about photography, even though I just started it, right? And I found the work of Eric Pare on the internet, and it was like, they were saying it's all done in camera, you don't have to use Photoshop, and I'm like, this sounds awesome because, one, I don't really know how to use Photoshop, and I don't want to spend as much time on the computer because I already spend a lot of time on the computer. So once I saw that, I was like, this is it. Like, this is what I want to do. And what's so exciting for me about doing light painting is that it's still a frontier that has yet to be really explored, and it's always getting pushed. You're always trying new things, and it's not just taking a picture anymore. You can't just take it with a cell phone. So you actually have to have gear and do it, and you actually have to have tools to actually make it work. You can't just click it and done. It's way more complicated than that, but a lot more fun at the same time. So the workshop that we're doing this afternoon and tonight is the whole point of it to me is I want to get people involved in light painting. That's like the number one rule when it comes to light painters is we want to share our knowledge, we want to grow and bring more people into the family. And so tonight, after I go through like 4.5 hours of instruction where we do some practice, using a special system I have set up so people can see how the image is being made, then we're going to come into the studio and I'm going to show them kind of how I run a shoot, and then they're going to do all the light painting.
Just finished the classroom portion, I guess, of light painting. How'd that go?
I think it went pretty well. We sped through some things because we really want to get to drone stuff and some other things, and we didn't practice as much as I would have liked, but it's fine. It's a part of the game. So basically what's going to happen now is we're breaking for dinner, and then when we come back, we're going to be inside the Eddie Sound studio, and basically what's going to happen is I'm going to figure out kind of all the gear that they have, kind of adjust for the entire group, and then get up the strobe settings and light painting settings for them so that they can just run and gun and just play with different things. And then we're just going to see what happens. Once the lights have gone off, then you're going to say shutter, and the lasers happen, okay? And McKinley knows what he's doing, so those just happen.
My name's McKinley Holmer. I'm the technician of the Eddie Sound Lighting Lab. I've been with Eddie Sound for about 4 years. Having the photographers come through has been different. It's not something that we've ever done anything like before. Watching Russell work is magic. I mean, you see something totally different in person than what comes out of the camera. I mean, I've learned pretty much everything I know about photography so far just by watching him, and very little from learning on my own, so it's been great working with him. We always collaborate and try to figure out new ideas to do with like the lasers and the lights and different ways that we can make them complement his work as well.
Okay, so if you want to get into light painting yourself, which I highly recommend because it'll help you just become a better photographer in general, is one, you're going to need a tripod or some way to keep your camera stable. If it moves at all, your image is going to become blurry, and most of the time that's not what you want. Secondly, I would recommend either a DSLR camera, or you can use your phone if it has a specific, if it is an Android, it has the ability to do manual stuff. iPhones, they have specific apps. And then it's always super helpful to have a wireless trigger as well. It's not necessary, but very useful, just so you don't have to run back and forth to try to time it right. And then last but not least, you're going to either use somebody else's phone to light paint somebody with, because you can do it with that, or just a flashlight or anything that can emit light, you can light paint with. So basically what you're going to do when you have a bunch of people, you're going to say 3, 2, 1, shutter with all the lights off. Then lights will go on. Then you come out, you do your light painting thing. You come back, you say strobe, hit the button, say unexposure, and you're done. She was doing her hands like this. Wow. Rachel, come see this one.
Skinnier.
Look how crazy this looks.
Ooh. Hi, my name is Rachel Antion, and I'm a model. It is hard to sit still. It's a lot more involved than I thought it would be when I first started, but the end images are so worth it. Russell is so passionate about light painting and color and like what he's doing, and it just like is infectious. It just makes you excited about what you're doing.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed following around Russell tonight. If you have an idea of someone in the Sunday Night Meets family that you would like to see featured on this little series, feel free to let us know. We'll get them set up and ready to roll here. So stay tuned. We're hoping to feature more and more members of the community and see what they're all about. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.